Hello, my name is Becca and today I have something a little bit different for you. This is in no means an original concept, it's just something that I've never done before. I've been watching Julie from Pages and Pens and Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads' Throwback Thursday videos where they sort of read a book that they used to really enjoy and then they vlog rereading it to see if they liked it as much as they used to. So I thought that I would instead vlog my reactions to reading my most anticipated releases. So this video is going to be a vlog reaction review of A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J Maas. This will probably be the only vlog style review that I do this year. However, there are a couple of books next year that if you like this video and if I enjoy making it, I will vlog review them again. Just a warning, it will be full of spoilers. If you haven't read this book, don't watch this video. It will literally consist of me reading pages and then saying, oh my god, this just happened, and telling you how I feel about it. So please, if you haven't read this book, then don't watch this video. You have been forewarned. I'm really excited about reading this. A Court of Thorns and Roses is my favourite series and I'm really excited to read the conclusion. It's taken me so long to pick it up because I'm just terrified of it ending and I don't want it to. I expect this to be amazing. I expect to have a lot of emotions. I expect to feel all of the feels, and so I thought that you could share this experience with me. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the vlog. Okay, so this is day one of my A Court of Wings and Ruin vlog review type thing. I finished Invictus by Ryan Gordon this morning and just finished volume 22 of The Walking Dead, and I've officially marked A Court of Wings and Ruin as currently reading on Goodreads. I've got it right here without the dust jacket on and I'm ready to go. I don't know if I'm going to start it right now, but I'll probably read a little bit tonight and I'll let you know what I think. Good morning. I did a little bit of reading last night but not very much. I read the first couple of chapters. I love how Sarah J Maas can really manipulate your emotions. Like, I love Tamlin in A Court of Thorns and Roses and now I kind of hate him. Anyway, I just wanted to update you. I'm on page 27 and that is everything that I have to update you on right now. I haven't got very far at all. I really need to go because my hand is shaking and that must be really annoying, and I'm also running a little bit late for work. So I didn't end up reading very much yesterday. Yesterday I read 20 pages. I've now just done a little bit of reading. I'm on page 71. I'm still reading. I'm going to carry on for a little bit longer, but I just wanted to talk about how much I just wanted to go back to Rhysand. Every like 10 pages or so we get like a little whisper down the bond and it just makes my heart hurt a little bit. I think the one that got me was page 44 when she's at the summer solstice and she takes a moment to talk to Rhys and he says that he wishes that he was with her. And then now I'm on page 70 after Tamlin's run his little hissy fit and Feyre didn't bother to shield herself and he sent a word down the bond and he's really angry because Tamlin hurt her. He says, I know better than to tell you to be careful or to come home, but I want you home soon and I want him dead for putting a hand on you. I love Rhysand so much and I can't bear it. Every time I pick this book up I'm just like, no, I don't want to read because Rhysand isn't here. But I'm trying. I'm also kind of annoyed because she's fucking with Lucian, who I really like and has always tried to be a friend. Like, he was a bit of a dick in A Court of Mist and Fury when he wouldn't help her because he was scared of Tamlin, and he's like stepping up the game a little bit now. But I think her using him to make Tamlin annoyed isn't gonna, I don't know, I just don't like it because I like Lucian. Also, I don't understand why she'd pushing Tam away. I thought that the whole idea was to get as close to him as possible so that she could sort of learn his secrets, but she seems to be more about making him jealous and pushing him away, unless she's just trying to drive him insane and turn him into the jealous prick that he is. But I don't know. Guess I'll find out. I hope that I don't have to wait hundreds of pages before she ends up reunited with Rhysand. Okay, so I'm back again. She's left the Spring Court. I'm gonna say forever, but I don't know. But she's going home to Rhys. And yeah, Lucian's going with her, which makes me very happy. I just can't. I'm just so... I finally am on like page 90 and I finally got into it, but it's 29 minutes past 10, so I'm gonna have to sadly go to bed. I might read one more chapter because I've got a cup of chocolate and coconut green tea, and I might drink this while I read another chapter. I'm just so happy. I'm also really sad though because it's the same feeling I had when I read A Court of Mist and Fury, where I'm really happy because of what happened in that book, but I'm also sad because she left Tamlin, and I do like him despite how much of an idiot he is. So yeah, they're my feelings, and I'll check in again tomorrow if I read some more. I'm on page 172. It is a Thursday. Last night I think I read two more chapters after I'd updated you, and then I went to sleep. I got really into it last night, and I just really wanted to carry on. I've read like 60 pages since I got home from work today, and I'm just really enjoying it. I was freaking out a little bit earlier when Feyre returned home, and I got really excited when Cassian and Az turned up to save her, and then even more excited when she saw Rhys. And then there was the, the scene, there's a lot of them in A Court of Mist and Fury, and I got a bit hot and flustered. But yeah, I don't really have much to update you on. Super excited, felt all the feels when they were reunited. I will probably be reading a little bit more tonight. I think I'm actually going to go and edit some of this vlog footage now so that I don't have loads to do when I put this up, because I've never done a vlog before, so I think it'll be a little difficult to edit. But I'll update you when I have more to say. Hello, it's now Monday the 2nd of October. I haven't checked in a while because I was editing the footage and I realised that I had a lot, so I thought I'd just keep my updates to when I had something to actually say. I'm on about page 373. It may be a bit noisy because I'm in the car on the way to Leeds, but I'm going to do some reading. I have my book here and also some milk bottles. I just wanted to talk about how strong a character Feyre is, how you see a lot of growth from sort of the first book where she's just this like, well, not pathetic, but all she wants is a man to take care of her so she doesn't have to worry about like feeding her family and things like that. And then she goes through like an immense trauma with Amarantha, and then we see her like suffering with depression and pulling through and trying to find light in the world again, to where she is now, where she's a strong female and realizes that she doesn't have to compromise herself to achieve what she wants, and that she is a nothing, she can do great things. So it's just really nice to see that sort of character progression. I always compare female characters in YA fantasies to Katniss in the Hunger Games, who was just a moany, whiny, awful person the entire time, and I just think that it's excellent character development and it's great. As for what I'm doing the book so far, the attack from Highburn has just come on the summer court. I'm loving the action scenes, I think they're great. I was worried for people's lives. I was almost sure that we would have a casualty in the battle and we didn't, so I'm happy that that didn't happen. The thing as well with Sarah J Maas's books is that I always seem to not know where they're taking me, if that makes sense. Like, I think I have the plot sort of worked out, and so many things have happened and such a thing will happen, and then you get all of these extra like bits to the storyline that you didn't see coming, like an attack on Summer, recruiting the monsters like the Carver for the armies, and heading down into the library to get that monster to defend her, and just so many extra things like that that are added that you don't see coming, which just make it really good to read. But that's everything for this update. I'm gonna go back to eating my milky bottle and I'm gonna do some reading now. It's the second day of the Spooky Shelfie readathon at the minute, so I am reading this for a book with a spell or a curse. I made a lot of progress yesterday and I'm hoping to make some more today, despite the fact I'm only going to get home again at about 1 in the morning. So that's all from me. I'll see you in my next update. Okay, so I've just got to the bit where they've got to the High Lord meeting and Tamlin's just winnowed in. Literally not moved past that, but I just had to, like, I don't know. He's just winnowed in. That's all that's happened, but I'm like freaking out. I kind of guessed, like I wasn't sure. I thought maybe he wouldn't turn up and this whole thing would go on without him, but then Tamlin's too big a part of this to not show up, so I thought he'd like make an entrance, just like appear in the archway or something, but like he's winnowed in and he seems to be a little bit angry, so I'm just excited to see where that goes. I'm on page 414, that's further than I thought. I just want to keep reading and it really hurts me that I can't, but at the weekend we are going to the Yorkshire on a little bit of a relaxing holiday. We're literally like, we've rented this renovated barn for 3 nights and we are literally going to read, watch TV, sleep and walk in the hills. So it's just gonna be like a little retreat with lots of books, and I kind of want to finish this before then, but at the same time I want it to last forever. I want to read it in my quiet little barn. That's all for now. I am on page 541. My book is down there, as you can see. The Surreal has just died, and surprising how much it like got me in the heart. I mean, this was the stuff of nightmares, and yeah, it had always been helpful. But I'm pretty sure the last time that Feyre called on it, it said that it would kill her, which it didn't, which is good. Surprised how sad I am because the Surreal died. Can you imagine if a main character died? That would just, I don't even want to think about it. I've read maybe about 100 pages, I think exactly 100 pages today, and there's been the battle in the summer, well, outside of the summer court, and it's currently in the battle where they're losing. So she went to find the Surreal and Mor has gone to the fight. I've felt some things. I can't believe that Tam went back to Highburn. Why would you do that? I do have a special place in my heart for Tamlin because I did love him to start off with. And I went into this book hoping for redemption for him. And so far it's not coming. That's a little bit sad. It's only like 150 pages left and I'm really sad because I don't want it to end. Also the battles, I kind of like it from Feyre's perspective because I feel like when there's a battle scene and somebody's in the battle, like it's kind of chaotic and sometimes it's hard to follow what's going on. But her watching it, it's like, I feel like it's so much more powerful than her actually being in it. Although she did really piss me off when she said to Rhys that she didn't want to fight in like the strategic battles. Because, like, honey, you've got a personal vendetta to settle, and this is a fight for, like, the freedom of the humans, which you strongly believe in. And it's war, like, you can't just pick and choose. Like, it's been stressed so many times how small Rhys and everybody else's forces are compared to Highburn's, and she's like, I'm just gonna sit this one out. Like, you go ahead, and I'll join you in the next one. I'm like, you can't do that. Like, you're either all in, or you're not. So that's probably the first thing that Feyre's done to annoy me in a while, because surprisingly I actually like her as a main character, and I pretty much dislike all female main characters. Like Katniss is my most hated. Yeah, that was annoying, so I'm hoping she steps up at some point, because I don't want to have watched her grow into like this strong fighter that's like super powerful and really confident and strong-willed, for her to just sit out of the battle. I might read a couple more chapters and then I'm gonna go to bed.
Fancy men in a place like that.
Cake. This apron says it all. Share a moment. Wait, was our Helix technology. It also has a boost function.
First I want to talk about Tamlin and how I didn't realise that I still cared for him until he sacrificed himself when they went into Highburn's army to get Elaine. I thought he was going to die and that was worrying, because I don't feel like we can get through this without some major catastrophe. And then just the pure joy that I felt when all of the armies came in the final battle to aid Rhysand, etc. There was autumn and spring and the humans, and then Mayhem and Drakon and all of those. And then there was Cassian and Nesta killing the king with Elaine. I've just got so many feelings inside of me. I'm on page 661. I don't have a lot left. And Amren's just unleashed herself and I'm praying for a way to get her back. I had a little cry because she's gone. I want to express how much I love the monsters. Like, I really want to hunt for a book with more monsters. I think there's a V. Schwab book. Is it This Savage Song or Vicious that's about monsters? Because I can't explain to you how much I love Bryaxis. and I don't know why. It's weird. I do feel like I want another book though. Like I would have liked a fourth book with like just the war in, because it's been so much build up for like 150 pages. 45 pages left. I'm supposed to be leaving to go on holiday in around an hour, and I'm sat in my pajamas. Oh god. They're doing to him what they did to her when she saved them, and they all gave a kernel of the power to bring her back to life. And they've all done it, and then she's like, why is it not working? And Tamlin hasn't given one. But you're not... So as you may have noticed from my crying, Reese died, but he's back. And so is Amron. And I have 33 pages left. I really need to get ready and leave. So, I've had 2 weeks to think about what I thought overall of A Coat of Wings and Ruin, and I'm here to sort of wrap it all up. Obviously, I completely adored it, and I did give it 5 stars on Goodreads, but that is like no surprise at all. We all knew that was going to happen. I do have a couple of criticisms though. The first one is that I wanted to see some sort of redemption for Tamlin. I wanted to see him with his happy ending like everybody else got. Obviously, you could argue that he doesn't deserve one, but obviously as well, he was the main character and I just don't feel like he was very wrapped up. I do know there's going to be a novella, so hopefully we'll see some of that in there, but that's one thing that I thought was missing from this. Another thing that I would like to have seen, I mentioned briefly in the vlog footage, and that is that the war didn't last very long. There was a lot of build-up and a lot of working up to these battles, but then the war didn't seem to last very long at all. I think I would have liked it to have an extra book, so this was all set up for the war, and then at the end of this book they're about to start fighting, and then a whole new book just on the war. That would have been hard to do if she didn't have the material to fill it, but I'm sure like Sarah J Maas could imagine anything. She could have filled it with something. Aside from that, I thought this was great. I'm not really sure, I'm gonna have to look into it, why people think there's a negative representation of the LGBTQIA community in this. I didn't really pick up on anything myself, but I'm not a member of that community, so that could have been why I've missed it. Maybe it was because Morrigan felt ashamed of being bisexual, but then again, I also feel like that is an accurate representation, because a lot of people from the LGBTQIA+ community are ashamed they are part of that community. I'm not saying that they should be at all, like I don't see anything wrong and you should be who you are and you shouldn't feel ashamed, but a lot of people are. A lot of people are scared to tell their families and their friends and to be so open about it. So that was an accurate representation. I would have liked to see it more out in the open throughout the book, like later on, and it have been resolved, although I don't feel like it deserves the absolute hammering that this book has gotten for it. The problem that I see with things like this is that people constantly complain that Sarah J Maas doesn't include people of colour or people from the LGBTQIA+ community or people with disabilities, and then she's sort of forced or pressured to include these in the final book of a series, and there's sort of no way that it could have resolved happily. There's not enough page space, there's not enough room in the book, there's not enough time to resolve these matters, and then people complain that she doesn't write them the way that they wanted them to. So I just thought I would say that. I am going to look into it a little bit more of the problems that people actually had, but overall I absolutely love this book. I gave it 5 stars. A great conclusion to the series. I wanted more from it, but I always would have done because it would never be enough for me, and I'm really excited for the novellas and for the final Throne of Glass book. Thank you so much to everybody who's gotten this far, because I know that this is going to be a long video. So if you did get this far, thank you so much for watching. And please leave a comment down below if you've also read this book and you want to discuss anything that happened in it with me. I'm always up for talking about Sarah J Maas. Please don't forget to like, and if you did like this video, then please also subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Thank you for watching. Bye!